so lovely to be here tonight. What a beautiful life. Give yourself some round of applause. You're so lovely.
I know a lot of people out there have been watching the World Cup and enjoying the games. And of course, there are a lot of hardcore, passionate fans, but the World Cup brings out the casual fans, such as myself. And like most casual fans, the U.S. team that tends to get us more excited is the U.S. women's national team. This rings true again this year because, as we see, the U.S. women's national team is about to participate in yet another final against the Netherlands with a chance to repeat as the World Cup champions. They're exciting. They have a lot of fun personalities. You know, again, it's fun to watch. They're getting the ratings. The bottom line is these women are kicking ass. But they're coming in second place to the men in the one way that matters the most to most adults. They're not getting their money. U.S. Soccer is not paying these women like they're paying the men's team, and there's no reason for this. Since 2016, the women's team generates more money. They're bringing in high ratings. They're doing everything on the pitch to warrant being paid, in my opinion, better than the men, but they're not even receiving the equal pay. And right now, our women's national team is actually having to sue U.S. Soccer in court to be paid equally. And in the lawsuit, they're accusing U.S. Soccer of violating the Equal Pay Act and Title VII of the Civil Rights Act of 1964 by discriminating against them based upon their gender. This is ridiculous. For all of the thrills these women give us on the pitch, they're having to go to court to fight just to be paid equally. And like most things, there's a whole complicated pay structure on how the national teams generate money. Some of it's generated, or a lot of it's generated from television appearances. They obviously make money from ticket revenue. They generate money in the World Cup. They generate money from merchandise. And they also do matches they call friendly games every year. But just to compare the women's team to the men's team, if you say, let's say that both teams competed in 20 friendly games in a year and they won every game, the maximum amount of money that the women can make is $99,000. That's nothing to sneeze at. That's good money. But for those same 20 games and 20 wins, the men would make over $260,000 on average. That's ridiculous. And again, I want to remind you that since 2016, the women's team has actually generated more money. And then the biggest event, of course, is the World Cup, which again, the men, unfortunately, they didn't qualify this year. But the women are in the finals again. That's the big dog. That's the big event. That's where all the eyes are on, all the attention of the world. The women are the reigning world champions, but the men haven't qualified for the World Cup since 2014. But their last appearance in the World Cup, when they went 1-2-1 and they lost in the round of 16, they received $5.4 million as a team for their efforts. Now the women won the last World Cup, won it in 2015. And for their efforts, they received in total $1.7 million. This is ridiculous. This is not something that's difficult. It's not something that they should even have to worry about fighting over. If we're going to celebrate them and all of their accomplishments, let's go ahead and compensate them fairly because it's the right thing to do. And I will take it to a different level too, because the argument from U.S. Soccer is that it's based on the money that's generated. Even though I don't believe that holds up, we'll see how the court case goes. But I'll take it a step beyond that. I don't want to pander. So I'm not going to say every sport that men and women play I enjoy equally, because I love basketball, but I don't enjoy, the WNBA quite as much as I do the NBA. I just don't. I respect the skill level, the great and very high skill level of the women, and it's fun to watch, but I don't enjoy it quite as much as I enjoy the NBA. That's just me being honest. Now, the soccer team, I probably can't even name you a U.S. men's soccer player. I don't have any memories of the U.S. men's soccer team, but I do remember the iconic image of Brandi Chastain scoring the winning goal, sliding on two knees for the World Cup in like 99. I remember that image. I don't know anything about the U.S. men's national soccer team. And I think there's a whole lot of casual fans that don't know much about the men's team and don't watch it. They watch the women. The women are more exciting. They have the colorful personalities. They have, Megan Rapinoe, Alex Morgan. Just women with a whole lot of skill and, again, a lot of charisma. And I think probably too, and this is messed up, but that probably hurts their case when it comes to being paid fairly, because these women don't act nice. They don't play fair. They're not being ladylike. Megan Rapinoe said she's not going to the fucking White House, and Alex Morgan, she did the deadly mistake of pretending like she was sipping tea after she scored the winning goal. Never mind that this is a friggin' World Cup game to go to the finals and it's on her birthday, so she can't celebrate by sipping a fake cup of tea. But people don't like that. That's not proper. Who cares? These women are badass. They're doing their thing. They're representing your country, that you want to sit here and fly the flag and act patriotic and extol all the virtues of the country. Well, pay these women equally for the same amount of work. And really, in my opinion, they should be paid more. Because from what I understand, they play more of those friendly games because they're more in demand, they're more exciting, they're more fun to watch, and they're better. They're just better. They need to be paid properly. They need their money. U.S. Soccer, run these women their check. Okay? Now, again, I'm not a hardcore soccer fan, but I'm about to watch that World Cup final, and I'm hoping these ladies whip the Netherlands' ass and bring home another World Cup. And after they receive that victory, I hope they stroll into a courthouse back on United States soil and are awarded another victory, and they get paid the equal amount of money, including the back pay for everything they should have already received. Do your things, ladies. I'm rooting for you in all of your contests. Kick ass. So.